What's up, guys and girls? This is your boy Mr. Cheap. Since I just actually did this video, the video was like 44 minutes and some change. Um, and I tried to upload it, and guess what it said? Not enough storage space. Even with me buying the SD card, I still don't have enough storage space. So let me shorten this video. Go ahead and jump out there. For everybody who was wondering, whenever I mention something about Club de Nuit Intense, man, and how mine performs, people jump in and ask me what is the year on mine, and mine is a 2018 to 2023, and mine performs like a champ. I can't speak for anybody else. I've worn this time and time again, and every time I wear it, I get rave reviews and comments and compliments. And yes, I know that this is on the wrong side. It's supposed to be like this. I understand, guys. I've seen other people's bottles like this. I don't care to hear for the comments saying that it's a fake batch and all this fake bottle and whatever. I ordered this from Fragrance X. Doesn't matter to me. This shit smells incredible. Mine has that lemon opening, which to some people seems kind of harsh. I like it. The dry down is nice. Smells just like, to me, Creed Aventus. I don't care what nobody says. $35, you can't beat it. My list was actually of 10 fragrances that I have in my collection that I wish lasted longer or performed better. And go ahead and jump into it. My honorable mention is Nautica Voyage. I had a conversation with a guy earlier today, and he said he wore 2 different years batch of this, and he might have got 10 minutes out of each one. I understand that a lot of this stuff does get reformulated or watered down or whatever you want to call it. I get that. Nothing is going to stay the same forever, and if it does, I don't see how, but it is what it is. I got pretty decent performance average out of this. Maybe an hour and a half of projection and maybe about 3.5, 4 hours of longevity. That's with it being a skin scent. I'm not saying that it's projecting for that long off of my skin. For if I can still smell it on my skin, that's what I'm judging it by. So about 3.5, 4 hours is not bad. Yes, I thought I had the original, and I found out from somebody who's a subscriber one time before that I had the N83 and I didn't pay it any attention. I went out and I actually found this one. I wore it. There's not that much of a difference, but it is a slight difference. I like this better than the N83 because this one seems a lot fruitier, a little bit fresher, more aquatic. So you can find this at City Trend nowadays for like $7 to $10, which is cheap as hell. So that could be a problem where if it's that cheap and it's that hyped, it's probably watered down or something like that. So it's still a pretty decent fragrance. I give it that. And these are in no particular order. I'm just grabbing them right now because I don't want to go too far over. So this one used to be a good fragrance house, the House of Cuba, with prestige gold, platinum, black, and all of those that perform well on my skin. I have most of those also. The newer ones that they put out, they smell great. They're clones of other fragrances, in which Cuba is a clone house, I know. This one is a clone of Bleu de Chanel and its Cuba Shadow, and this does not last long. I actually sprayed it right here in the last video, and it is faint. I could barely smell it. The first maybe 5 minutes is damn good, and then it just fades away into the sunset. For $6.99, what do you really expect? I mean, the older ones, they perform damn good. They probably put more energy and effort into those. But these new ones, I think they just put shit out just because they know it's a clone of a popular fragrance, and people like me are dumb enough to run out and go get these because we're too cheap to spend you know, 60, 70, 80 bucks for the real deal, and which I'm still not going to pay that for it. So it is what it is. I got what I deserve. Next up, Boss Bottle by Hugo Boss. This one was hyped up. They did say that the performance was not that great to get the intense version, and that's what I did. I found the intense version and I bought it. This does smell like that apple pie that everybody's talking about. On the back of the box, I never realized, as long as I didn't had this, that it had the note breakdown. Top note, apple. Heart note, geranium, cinnamon. Base notes, sensual, woody notes. Whatever the fuck that means. I got probably about an hour and a half, maybe an hour of decent projection. And then after that, probably about 3.5 hours of longevity. And then I had to reapply. I got the intense version. I may have worn it once, but I traded it away, so I don't even want to talk about that one. CK1 Summer is a great smelling fragrance. Same deal. I got probably about hour and a half, 2 hours of decent projection out of it, if that. Maybe an hour and a half being a little less reserved, but a little reserved, I should say. And then about maybe 3.5 hours of longevity out of this. Smells great. Summertime fragrance, kind of fruity. Has that floral kind of DNA that the CK flankers have. But not bad for about 25 bucks. Just doesn't last that long. You will have to reapply. I love the bottle. I do remember saying I was going to trade or sell this, but I'll keep it. Because, you know, I have some other CK fragrances that I just got into. And I'm still looking for CK1 for a decent price. I saw a 200 ml bottle at TJ Maxx. But I didn't want to pay, you know, almost $30 for it. So, next up is a very disappointing fragrance from the house of Jimmy Choo. This is Choo Man. Jimmy Choo used to be hyped up so much, and my sister bought some Jimmy Choo for her old man, and she talked about how good it was on him. And I saw this around Christmas time or just after Christmas. It was like 30 some odd dollars, and I bought it, and it smelled great for about 15, 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes, and then it was completely gone with the wind, like the movie. I was highly disappointed, which ruined it for me ever buying any other fragrance from Jimmy Choo. I don't even want to try none of that other shit that people are hyping up. That Jimmy Choo Man Ice and all that other stuff. I don't care. I don't want no more Jimmy Choo. I'm good. For some reason, I can't get rid of it, and that's probably why the performance. So what I'm probably going to do is just wear it till it's gone and then just be done with it, period. Next up is from the house of Michael Kors, and this is Extreme Night. And this smells so nice. It's one of those nighttime type fragrances, kind of close encounter joints. It kind of reminds me, it doesn't, I'm not saying that it smells like La Nuit de L'Homme, but it kind of gives off that vibe, like a sexy, like sensual kind of vibe. Maybe you'll wear this to a movie or dinner and you kind of close and intimate. Perfect for that. But wearing this to like work and stuff like that, like this shit is not going to last long, man. Especially if you're working outside. This is not going to work. Climate controlled environment like the hospital where I work at, this would be perfect. But I don't too much like wearing it because, you know, I don't mind reapplying, but sometimes that gets annoying. And you just want to spray something on and just go. Just go. Anyway, next up, we was in Savannah, Georgia. We were going to see Child's Play. The movie got technically sold out. They had 2 seats left. One was a handicap, and the other one was like way up front to where you gotta sit and watch the screen like this. So we weren't gonna be together. We were gonna be separated. So we just left. Stopped by Ross first. They had absolutely nothing. TJ Maxx didn't have nothing. But I ran across this. This is Issey Miyake Nuit d'Issey. And they have some of the craziest names. This one actually is more closer to La Nuit de l'Homme smelling that sexy ass close encounter type fragrance. I just got it. It was like $25, and you see how much I used of it in one usage. It doesn't last long. I had to keep reapplying over and over and over just to keep the sillage up, but it is what it is. Next up, Chic for Men. I kept hearing people talk about this. This was on a lot of people's lists. Watermelon and some other notes in this, and that's what attracted me to this fragrance, because I like fresh, I like fruity, I like citrusy, I like those sexy ass fragrances. This shit smells so damn good, and it just does not last long. I'll probably get maybe 2 hours, maybe an hour and a half of decent projection out of this, and then it's like a real close skin scent. It smells great though. I did drop it once when I was doing a video. You see I chipped the corner right there, and I'm clumsy as hell. If y'all saw the other video with Love and Luck, I dropped it and shattered that shit. I've dropped several other fragrances also, and me talking about it might make me do it again. I'm not sure if I did whatever for this one. The projection probably was like an hour, hour and a half, and it probably was like maybe 2 hours of longevity. Maybe a little less than that, because I did have to reapply pretty quick. So I probably got like an hour, 30 minutes to an hour of projection, and maybe 2 hours altogether, 2.5 hours of longevity, and then I reapplied. I'm not sure if I did this one, but this one, Extreme Night, I probably got like an hour out of this, maybe an hour and a half, maybe 3 hours, if that, out of this also. Next up, another one that's hyped up. This is L'Homme Ideal Cologne by Guerlain. That's how people say it. I always call it ideal, because that's what it sounds like to me, or it looks like to me, but being proper, ideal. Great citrusy smelling fragrance, perfect for spring, excellent for summer, does not last that long. I might have got maybe an hour and a half of projection out of this, pushing 2 hours. Longevity probably was like 3.5, maybe 4 hours, and then I reapplied, which is not bad for this one. Pretty inexpensive fragrance. I did get a compliment when I wore this out of town from a server at a barbecue restaurant. Another one that it was hyped up from the house of 1 million, Paco Rabanne. This is 1 million Lucky, and people were saying how sexy this is and how many compliments they get with this, and this could be true, but on me, it performed as far as smell. No compliments from this. From my standpoint, I probably got about, I want to say 2 hours maybe projection, probably about 3.5, 4 hours of longevity on my skin. Off my clothes it was longer than that, but off my skin, which really what matters, about 3.5 hours, and that was it. So this is 1 million Lucky. And last but not least, this is La Nuit de l'Homme by YSL. Another hyped up fragrance. They say that the older versions of these are better. This is the newer version. I don't really give two shits about an older version, because I'm not going to pay those inflated prices for those fragrances, even if they are discontinued or not. I don't see the point. This shit smells amazing as is. You just have to deal with the performance issues, in which you're going to have to try to stretch it using unscented lotion. Make sure your skin is moisturized. Drink plenty of water to hydrate your skin, your body, and stuff like that. If you have to take a decant and reapply, then do that. This is another one of those close encounter, sexy ass fragrances. Women are gonna snuggle up to you and wanna do some strange things for a piece of change to you. I wore this to work one time, but I think it was kind of warm out, and I don't think this is perfect for warm weather. I think it's more for cooler weather nights because it feels kind of heavy. This actually was a mistake buy. I was supposed to bought Loam, and I ended up picking this up and not paying attention because I was so interested in how much I was about to pay for this shit, which was like almost 50 bucks for a damn 40 ml. But regardless of the fact, it still ended up being a nice ass fragrance. I like it, and that's all that matters. So that's my list of 10 fragrances in my collection that I wish lasted longer. This has been another one from your boy. Hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope you guys are satisfied. This is the 2018 version of my Club de Nuit Intense Man. If you're looking for the batch code, you're going to be shit out of luck because I'm not finna strain my eyes to try to see them damn numbers and letters or whatever it is. You lucky you got what you got out of me. So, with that being said, your boy is out. Peace.